This house is what we call post-war. I think it was built around 1950. So agak almost about 100 years old. I've been living here for about 17, 18 years. But what is interesting is that my grandmother used to live in a house just like this. So I can really imagine how it was like back then. Hi, my name is Alvin. This is my home. It's also a museum. I've been collecting Peranakan antiques for the last 40 years because it was my way of learning about my own culture. I am Peranakan. Both my parents are Peranakans. But when I was younger, I was quite clueless about Peranakan culture because, Singapore is very different 40, 50 years ago. So I felt rather embarrassed when I went to school. Then I did not know about my own culture. I didn't know who I was and where I came from. And so what did I do? I went around collecting Peranakan antiques. So what I've done with the house is that I've tried to put the pieces as authentic and where they would be placed in a traditional Peranakan house. So you have brown and gold furnitures like these, you would have the mother of pearl, and when you go upstairs, that's where you see a lot of the personal part of the Peranakan community, the beaded shoes, the jewellery, and many of the porcelain. The kitchen is the most sacred part of any Peranakan house, at least where I'm concerned. We used to call it the perut rumah, the stomach of the house, because that's where all the secret recipes are kept. I've been collecting Peranakan tiles over many years. So what I've done is that the bathroom has been a gallery where I put different tiles on the walls, on the poles, and then because my daytime job is a printer, I'm a sticker man, I always tell people. So when you visit the Intan's bathroom or restroom, make sure you check out the floor as well. You'll be surprised what meets your eye. I love many things, all things Peranakan, and we collectors go through different flavors of the month. But I think my favorite and the most valuable, for me at least, has to be a pair of shoes because it was the only thing that my grandmother left my mother. For me, that has to be the most special. If I had to take one area of the entire house to show any guests, it has to be the part of the house where I put the most amount of work in, which is the garden. That's where I spend a lot of my time tendering to my real passion, which is gardening.